Welcome to this not so beautiful Sunday morning here in Clawson, Michigan, home of Albe's. Here on my day off to do a little side project. Well, my plan was to ride my bike today, but that's kind of out the window due to this gorgeous weather. So instead, I've come to the shop to pick all the shit for my bike. All right, so a couple weeks ago, we were doing some product reviews, and I had done one on the Sunday Soundwave that I had mentioned was my personal frame that I was going to build up. And so today I'm here at the shop on a Sunday morning to pick out all the parts and see about getting this train rolling. Before we start, I got to make sure I give thanks to the guys over at Sunday. I mentioned a while back that I was considering building another bike, and they offered to help me out with a Soundwave. So this is going to be my Soundwave frame. It is a 20.5-inch top tube because I'm short. And let's get started and pick out some parts. All right, so we're going to start off with wheels. I'm on the older side. I don't want a heavy bike, so I'm kind of a weight weenie. So I had 3 different options that I was picking from. I was interested in the Alienation Malice, which I have on my current bike, which is definitely lightweight. The Hazard Light, which is probably the most staple rim on the market. Just good, solid, strong rim. And then the Fit Arc rim, which is kind of in the middle as far as weight goes, and just a good looking rim. So here's a Hazard Light. Hazard Light has a cool finish. I ride brakes, so that would be a really good setup. Little on the heavier side than what I like, but that's just a matter of preference. I don't really need the strength, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the Hazard Light. Then there's the Alienation Malice. Definitely lightweight. Like I said, I have it on my current bike, and it works great. However, I don't necessarily like how narrow it is. So I think I'm willing to give up a little bit as far as weight goes, get something a little heavier, and go from there. So I think what I picked out is the Fit Arc rim. The Fit Arc rim is somewhere right in the middle between the Hazard Light and the Malice rim as far as weight goes, and it actually has a really good finish for braking. I know Turbo here at the shop has used these before and has had good luck with them. This will be my first go at it, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, it's a good looking rim. I think it weighs in at about 15 ounces, and it'll keep my wheels light, keep rotating weight down, and should be pretty sick. All right, as far as hubs go, this one's kind of an experiment. I'm a free coaster guy, been riding free coasters for probably 15 years now, and I've tried a bunch of them, except I have not tried a planetary one yet. So I'm going to give a planetary one a go. I think I'm going to just go with the Alienation one, the Venus. I ride right-hand drive, so we're going to give this a shot. In theory, they seem really cool. We get a lot of people that buy them, that love them, and so now at least if I get one, I'll have some practical application and can tell people the good and bad things about them. And so yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot. All right, as far as front hubs go, going back to basics. The good old Profile Elite front hub. Dudes at Profile are badass. Shout out to Matt Copeland. I'm gonna lace this up on that Fit Arc rim, and yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Profile stuff's cool and US made. All right, being a semi-weight weenie, Going with tie spokes. At this moment, I have natural tie picked out. We'll see if I change to one of the other colors. These are light. They're strong. I've had them on my last several bikes. I never have any issues. Yeah, this titanium spokes. Keep the weight down. Rotating weight. All right, so there we go. My wheels are picked out. I got the Alienation Venus Planetary Free Coaster, the Profile Elite front hub, and fit arc rims, and titanium spokes. I'm not going to lie, there's a chance I'll change my mind on this, and could be different colors or different parts, mainly because I fear commitment, but we'll see. All right, as far as tires go, it's kind of up in the air, so to speak. Kind of toss up between the Odyssey Super Circuits and the KHE folding tires. The KHE obviously started the whole lightweight tire trend a ways back. I do like the tire. I've used it in the past. It weighs in, I think, at 15 ounces, the current ones. The Super Circuit in the 2.1 weighs in at 16 ounces. I'm guessing the Odyssey is probably slightly more durable. The KHE obviously a little bit lighter. I don't know. I'm probably going to do Odysseys just because they're easier to get, and that way if I ever have an issue, cut a tire, rip a tire, I can get a replacement pretty quick and easy. All right, I got to pick out tubes. I'm not running any of those cheap tubes. I want a BMX mailer company. I'm getting the good shit. So I'm going to try out the new Alienation Crazy Lightweight tubes. I don't even know what these things weigh in at, but they're similar along the same lines as the Tubalitos that I have run for quite a few years. So yeah, keep rotating weight down and make me cry if I ever get a flat. Hey, I picked out forks. We're gonna do the Odyssey F25s. Obviously, all the Odyssey shit. These are chrome. Hey, let's try this again. Picked out Odyssey forks, the F25s. These are the black ones this time. They are the 25 mil offset with brake mounts. I ride front brakes, do a lot of stuff on the front wheel, so I like the little bit steeper offset, and obviously need the mounts for front brakes. These forks are kick-ass, and I can't say anything more about them. They're good forks. All right, as far as bars go, I have some stashed that they don't make anymore. Same bars I've had on my last bike that I saved a set for my next build, which is now. And they are Gabe Brooks Stranger bars. R.I.P. Gabe. So I'd love to tell you all the specs on the Gabe Brook bars, but I have no idea. I know that they're 8.5 tall, and I'm currently running them with a front load stem, but I'm going to jump up to a top load stem on this run. All right, in the end, I went through a bunch of stems back in the shop, figure out what I thought I might like, and I've decided on the Odyssey Dugan stem. It's not super tall, because I didn't want to get too tall of a top load stem because I'm switching from a front load. It just looks good machining, not super heavy, cut out a little bit, and I think this will fit the bill. Ooh, I'm excited. New bike. All right, as far as headsets go, I'm going to rock the Merit low top. Love to support the Merit dudes. The headset itself super clean. It'll be a little on the shorter side since I run a gyro, and that'll give me the option to toss in a couple of carbon fiber headset spacers just so I can flex. Yeah, Merit's cool. Support those dudes. All right, as far as brakes go, going to give the Alienation Vice Grips a chance. I love the fact that they're all super machined and nice. The brake pads are super clean. However, I probably will not be using those just because I don't like clear brake pads. They just make way too much noise for me. They work great, but yeah, they're way too noisy. As far as lever goes, rear is going to be the Odyssey M2 since I run a gyro, the medium size. I've been using them for years. Front matching front medium and left. Gyro-wise, the GTXS. Super cool gyro. And then we'll just go with the Odyssey plate, which I'm hoping will fit good with their stem. And that should be a good setup. So that'll be my brakes. And I'll do a whole bunch of stoppies. Yeah, already changed my mind. Going to go with the Kinked Assist 2 brakes. Mainly because they just have the perfect setup for front brakes. The cable routing is just super clean. So yeah, I had those on my have those on my current bike. So I'm gonna run them again. No shade to the Alienation brakes. I really do like those brakes. It's just the cable setup for the front isn't quite as clean as the Kinks. So we're gonna rock the Kinks. All right, as far as cranks go, I'm going to do the Colt Crew cranks. Another one of those items I have on my current bike that I just like a lot. Dig the gusseting, dig the engraving or stamping. It's not super heavy, it's not super light. Typical 19mm spindle, 48 spline. And yeah, I think I'm going to try chrome. I know my build so far color-wise is pretty boring. Black and chrome, and Jack and the other guys here are probably going to make fun of me for it, but whatever. I dig crazy colored bikes. I just can't ride one, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right, pedal-wise, we're going to do the Premium Slim PCs. These are pretty sick pedal. I've used them in the past on some other bikes. Sealed bearings. PC bodies. Definitely don't need metal pedals. My shins thank me. So, yep, pretty simple. We'll get these rocking. All right, as far as sprocket goes, I'm going to do the S&M X-Man sprocket in 28 tooth. I like the 28/9 gear ratio. The X-Man sprocket's just pretty sweet looking. And this one's shiny, and I like shiny things. So we're going to give it a go. All right, the chain I'm going to run is the Odyssey Bluebird chain. And that's for 3 different reasons. One, the chain I actually want is the Odyssey keychain, which is no longer made. Wah, wah. 2, this is a really good chain. And 3, Jake here at the shop says that if you're not running a Bluebird chain, you're fucking stupid. All right, seat and post wise, we're doing Merit stuff. We're going to do the Merit Dan Kruk seat. Due to its kick-ass texture and maximum gription for barspin stuff, along with a polished Merit pivotal post. Together they will look nice and clean on my cool bicycle. All right, grip-wise, we're going to do Odyssey Brock Rayford grips in black. This is just a good grip. Comfortable, not too long, not too short. Comes with Odyssey power ends, which are great bar ends. The plastic keeps you from killing yourself, scratching your car in the garage. All right, so there it is. All the stuff I picked out for my Sunday Soundwave build. Remember, this is stuff that fits my style of riding and parts I like. If you don't like them, that's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But here's what we got so far. We got Sunday Soundwave frame, 20.5. We got Alienation and profile hubs to fit rims. We got some Odyssey Super Circuit tires, Alienation tubes, Odyssey forks, Kink brakes, Odyssey brake parts, Gabe Brooks Stranger bars, some Merit headset, seat, and post, Colt cranks, premium pedals, S&M sprocket. It should be a pretty cool setup. I'm guessing I'm probably going to change my mind about 10 times on everything in here other than the frame. And in the end, we'll get this built up and show it off. Hey, thanks for hanging out while I came into the shop today and picked out all the stuff to build up my bike. Enough of you had asked for a video on that, so I thought it was pretty cool. If you want to see some of the other guys do some stuff here, maybe Jack's bike collection or Turbo's bike collection, or Jake's beard hair collection, let us know. Maybe we'll make videos of that too.